You know, sometimes when you're dealing with a narcissist, you have to know that sometimes the narcissist will be obsessed with you, obsessed about you, to an extent where they will actually start controlling the way you dress, the way you decide to shave your beard. He or she will complain about your weight loss. She will start complaining about your weight gain. Now, I remember, so back in those days, I had this situation again with a couple of them, narcissists. And there was a way I used to like to shave my beard. There was that pattern I used to like. Sometimes you have your own style. If you're a woman, of course, you have the way that you want to put your wig. You know what I mean? You want to do your hair, your hairstyle, or the way you want to appear, especially when you're out in public. And it works for you. It works for you. And even sometimes you can go out there. You'll get the compliments. People will come around and tell, "Oh, you're looking great and you're looking nice. I like that haircut. I like that hairstyle. I like that style of clothing that you wear. I like this and I like that." That thing always happens to almost everyone that has dealt with a narcissist. But you're going to pay very close attention when you start to see the narcissist complaining about the way you look. Sometimes if you're a man, of course, you'll want to do what your wife wants or what your girlfriend wants. If you cut that beard like this, it's gonna look nice on you. If you do that, if you shave your head like that, it's gonna look nice on you. And most of the times they're lying, So they're lying, and sometimes you will see when you use their advice, and you do what they have told you to do because, of course, you love them and you want to make them happy, and you're going to go out there, and everybody's going to laugh at you. Oh, how come you chose that particular dress? How come you've cut your hair like that? How come you shaved your beard like this? So people are going to complain about you. I've seen all these things. You know what I mean? Now, you have to understand something, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that the narcissist does not want you to look your best self. They do not want you to look nice, your best self when you're out there. It's the reason as to why they give you these dysfunctional patterns and programs and dictate the way you need to look, because in their demonic minds, they know that when you look in a certain way, when you look a certain way, or when you appear a certain way, nobody's going to pay attention to you. You know what I mean? So if you're a woman out there, for example, you guys are going on a party, there's a party going on, there's an occasion going on, so you think that, okay, I'm going to choose to dress like this, or I'm going to choose to put on these shoes, I'm going to have my makeup like that, this is the perfume I want to wear. You're going to see a lot of times those husbands of yours, they're going to come around and reject your outfits. They're going to refuse you to dress in a certain way. No, when you put that dress, it doesn't look on you. Go and wear the other one. Only for you to find out that you go to those occasions, and it's like you're the center of attention, but in a very negative way. Nobody wants even to look at you because you're looking your worst. And sometimes you will see, you may be somebody who is, for example, you may be a woman who is trying to gain weight. Maybe you're too slim, you want to gain weight. Sometimes when you're going through this abuse, you can be sometimes under stress, and you are sometimes even facing depression. You may sometimes lose a lot of weight, and you think, okay, I'm going to go ahead and gain some more weight for myself. Then of course you're going to start developing these feeding habits to see if you can gain some weight, or it could be vice versa. Sometimes there are sometimes people who are under pressure, and then it's like they tend to lose, they tend to gain a lot of weight. And you'll be, I've gained a lot of weight. I'm going to start going, I'm going to go to work out. I'm going to join the gym and stuff like that. And you're trying to get back your body in shape. Anytime you go to the gym, that nurse is going to put up a fight. They don't want you to go to the gym. Look at your body, Look at your breasts, look at your waist, look at your size, look at your stomach, look at your legs. They're going to start complaining about everything. And they're trying to beat down your self-esteem, because you see, a lot of these guys, they are playing these mind games with you. So they want to make you believe in your head. It's another form of gaslighting. They want to make you believe, they want to gaslight you to think that you're doing the wrong thing, You're trying to gain weight, that's a problem for the narcissist. Oh, you're okay like that. When you're slim, it's okay. Just stay the way you are. These are demons, ladies and gentlemen. These are demons. I've been seeing it recently. There's a video that came out and they say, oh, some guys are demonizing narcissism. You know what I mean? What you're talking about demonizing narcissism? You can see a whole grown-ass man or woman or whatever, they are coming around and telling people that we are demonizing narcissism. You know? So that kind of digital gaslighting, whereby they are going to use the media to gaslight us, to make us believe that we don't know what we saw, or whatever we saw was some kind of an illusion. So it was like some kind of it wasn't real, it was fake. You know, that's what these guys, they're trying to make us believe. It's not true. You know, we know what we saw. We know what we saw, we know what we experienced, we know what we had. And we know that it's not even close to a personality disorder. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole thing is mental, it's in the mind. Everything is inside the mind. So it has nothing to do with personality. Everything has got to do, it's supposed to be called, even if on a physical level or a psychological level, it should be even a mental disorder, not a personality disorder. You know what I mean? Although we guys know already, the victims, of course, and the survivors, and most of us who are in the spiritual world, we know that this whole thing is demonic. You saw a few people who don't understand there's some people out there who still don't get it. You know what I mean? They still don't get it. Of course, at their own time, they will get it. And of course, it will depend, of course, if they have met or sometime engaged with this kind of vampires, these narcissists and everything like that. So, if you're a person who is out there, you're an empath out there, you're dealing with this kind of individuals, you best believe that they do not want to, they are going to be always against your appearance. They will complain about the shirts you wear, you know, complain about even sometimes they're going to complain about the food you're cooking. You're going to cook the food in the best way possible, very delicious meal. They will come around and tell you that the meal is half cooked. You know what I mean? The meal is properly cooked, and they're going to come around and tell you the meal is half cooked. Also, if you're a woman out there, of course, sometimes you may even sometimes cook a meal, and they'll come around and tell you the meal is overcooked. The meal is overcooked. They'll come around and tell you on the table, you guys, before you eat. They'll come around and tell you that the meal is overcooked. Those kind of things. So it's very, it's kind of mind. It's very destructive to somebody's mind for you to live in some kind of an entanglement where you're living with a person who is trying to make you believe in your head that you're insane, you're doing the wrong thing, and in actual reality, you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So they always complain about your appearance. It's just because of that reason that they are secretly admiring those things. They are hating those things that they admire about you. They know when you dress well, you look nice, but they don't give you the credit. So they want to brainwash you to think that actually, don't use those kind of clothes, they look bad on you. Those kind of stuff. Don't cook that kind of food, it makes them sick. Don't cook that, don't do like this. They are going to control everything. You know, when we're dealing with these individuals, the whole thing is about, you know, control, power, you know, all these, you know, obsession, possession, you know, possessive, obsessive, anything that describes very destructive behavior. Now, for the guys who are thinking that this thing is not demonic, I do not know why a lot of narcissists are still out on the street destroying people. I don't know why they are not kind of, you know, closed up somewhere getting help, you know. They should be out somewhere getting help, ladies and gentlemen. They should be in this kind of, what do they call them? These special units. Getting some kind of help, actual professional help, not even some kind of really professional help. Because those guys, they're the ones who need help. It's not the victims who need help. It's the narcissists they need help, not vice versa, you know. So the people who are in their proper states of mind, they're the ones ending up in psychiatric hospitals. And the narcissists are still out there walking free. They are still out there walking free and going around with their disorder, so-called disorder, destroying everybody around them. You know what I mean? So empaths, be aware about the complaints that you're going to get, especially with your physical appearance, you know. If you're having that guy who doesn't appreciate you because they are complaining about your the tone of your skin, they're complaining about you gained a lot of weight and you know that you don't have that weight. Or sometimes they're complaining about you have actually slimmed down, and in actual reality, your body is okay. There's nothing wrong with your body. They'll complain about the way you cook. They complain about the way you look after the kids, the shoes you wear, the clothes you dress. Everything they are going to complain, even the way you sleep. Sometimes they may start putting accusations on you that you do some things in your sleep that you're not even aware about. that you're not even aware of, or sometimes that you say some things, for example, in your sleep, and you're not even aware of. All these things can lead to a mental breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. If you're dealing with this kind of individuals, you're going to have a mental breakdown. So it's time for you to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Do not fall for it. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you can appreciate yourself, the way you dressed is okay. You don't see anything wrong with your dress. The food that you cook is okay. You know, the way you present yourself, the way you shave your head, the way you cut your beard, everything is okay when you look at yourself in the mirror. And somebody very close to you, they are telling you the other way, the opposite. You have to know that you're dealing with these energy vampires, and you shouldn't fall for it. It's not even near to the truth. I'm telling you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. So let us know what has been your experience. At least now you know that all these things are just a form of gaslighting. It's simply because they are obsessed. And they are simply in love with those things that make you tick, with those things that make you stand out. They do not want you to be seen out there. That's the reason as to why they continuously gaslight you to think that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, ladies and gentlemen. Drop us a comment, like the page, share and subscribe. And until then, guys, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.